We start with some breaking news this morning. The U.S. has launched airstrikes on Iran. The United States, working with Israel, has launched a major attack on Iran. It marks the second time in just 8 months that the Trump administration has used military force against the Islamic Republic. The strikes come weeks after the president said he wanted a deal to limit Iran's nuclear program. Now, over the summer, if you remember, U.S. forces, they struck 3 Iranian nuclear sites, which the president said were, quote, completely and fully obliterated. And now he is calling on the Iranian people to, quote, take control of their destiny. Fox News' Rebecca Castor has the latest.
We saw the military buildup go on for months, and today, in broad daylight, the U.S. and Israel attacked Iran. Thick plumes of smoke drifting across Tehran on Saturday morning as President Trump announced the start of strikes against the Iranian regime.
The United States military is undertaking a massive and ongoing operation to prevent this very wicked, radical dictatorship from threatening America and our core national security interests.
The first target was apparently aimed at Iran's supreme leader, although he was reportedly taken to a secure location.
This is not a surprise that they would start out by attacking where Khamenei resides, because what the U.S. military would go after would be command and control, and that's the ultimate command and control. It's the ultimate message against the leadership that has been so intransigent.
The attacks coming after multiple rounds of talks in Geneva between the U.S., Iran, and Oman failed to convince Iran to abandon its nuclear program. Sirens in Israel were heard, and alerts went out on phones as Iran launched its own retaliatory strikes, which could go on for days, if not longer. The president called on Iran to surrender, but he also had a stark warning for the American people.
The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war.
Congress has not signed off on this attack, and that will start a huge debate here in Washington. Democratic Senator Ruben Gallego posted his opposition on X, saying we can support democracy in Iran without sending troops to die. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
All right, you can hear it there, the sound of sirens filling the air in Tel Aviv as Iran retaliates with massive barrages of rockets towards Israel. Now, we do also know U.S. forces, they intercepted Iranian missiles targeting bases and allies all across the Middle East. And this is a live look right now at the skyline of Tel Aviv. It is cloudy, but right now it does not appear that there are any rockets in the air for now. Now, earlier this morning, Israel's President Isaac Herzog said that he hopes the joint U.S.-Israeli military operation will bring, quote, historic change and a better future for the whole Middle East. All right, back here at home, the NYPD posting on social media in response to the airstrikes. On X, NYPD officials wrote they are closely monitoring events in Iran and all across the Middle East, and they're coordinating with federal and international partners. The NYPD adds that out of an abundance of caution, they will be enhancing patrols at sensitive locations throughout the city, including diplomatic and religious sites. All right, stay with Fox 5 and the Fox Local app for the latest on this developing story.